Hi, I'm Josh Bayless, and I'm excited to introduce you to the first digital franchise style business. I read a lot of Forbes magazine, and I've never seen anything like this. Let me introduce to you now Chris Jones.
Man, nobody's ever experienced anything like this. They may have seen a business opportunity with pages and products and the general stuff, right? But nobody's ever experienced something like this because it's different, it works different, it functions differently. How you use the system is different. How much more enjoyable it is to use is different. It's entertaining, it's fun, it's easy to see things, it's easy to plug in and get started. I could go on and on about what we did to make the user experience so great. We didn't recreate the wheel, but we took what's working and made it fun and easy, even though it was not easy to do. But what I'm going to do now is draw out how this works. I'm going to jump on the computer and relate it to what we're actually doing, and then I'm going to come back on here and show you how some other things work. I'm going to jump back on the computer and show you the actual system and how it works in real time. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, iPass 2 is the front end. It is the shell that we built around a product in a company called Empower Network. Everybody knows that. You should know that. The reason we did that is because we didn't need to create a back-end product. We didn't need to create an infrastructure because Empower Network has already done such a great job there. We decided to align with that company. I think it's going to be a multi-billion-dollar company, and that's why we've spared no expense to build this platform. Not saying they don't have their own stuff going on, they do, but as marketers ourselves, people that have been in this industry a long, long time, we know what the average person wants or needs, and we just said, hey, let's build it. So we did. And 10 years later, you guys are going to get this product. I'm just kidding, but no. So the way this works is the front end. It's the shell that makes getting buyers possible. If I look back the last 8.5 years that I've been online, the biggest hurdle that I've overcome and other people that I've been coaching have overcome is getting sales or getting buyers as quickly as possible to be able to put money in their pocket, to keep them motivated, to keep them getting money coming in so they can afford to pay a monthly fee if they have one, to afford to pay for an AWeber, to afford to pay off some bills while they're building a business. Because there's nothing more discouraging than trying to build a business and having no results or just not seeing something work, because then you doubt yourself, you doubt the system, you doubt the industry, and believe it or not, it's a great industry. I give everything to this industry because I wouldn't be where I am today had it not been for the opportunities in front of me. But we as creators and developers said, hey, we can do things easier through technology and know-how. We can make things fun again, and that's what we've wanted to do here. So we've studied a lot of platforms, we've been there, we've done that, and that's where iPass has come through all the trials and tribulations. So to start it out is when you turn on iPass, when we turn this thing on, you're gonna have to go through it just like everybody else, just like your prospects and customers will. And the reason we do that is so you can actually see how this works. But I'm gonna explain it to you and show you a little bit here now. So the first thing, once you get in the system and you get it all activated and you get your links, you're going to be promoting something, as you all know, called tripwires. Okay, I didn't make up this term. It's an industry term. All it means is it's a website, it's a low-cost offer. Our offer in particular is $7. You're gonna be promoting a $7 product. Now, for those of you that have never been online, don't worry, that's not how you're gonna make your money. This is what's going to attract people into your business the right way. So the reason we do this is, one, it's inexpensive, it's easier to over-deliver value, and this works really, really well on the coldest of cold traffic, meaning people that are not aware of this business or this industry or how to make money at all whatsoever. A $7 commitment is very easy for somebody to say off of faith, okay, I want to see what this is all about. So we created several tripwires, several presentations that say, hey, for $7, I'm going to show you this concept, or I'm going to show you this formula, or I'm going to share with you this secret, okay? And that's what you're going to be promoting. Now, you have a choice, for those of you marketers out there, that you can have your own capture pages and make them on your own and send them before they actually go to our offer. But we decided to take that element out of this because we want you guys to get buyers. So if you're buying traffic or you're paying money for traffic, we want everybody, 100% of them, to see the offer. So at this point, I'm going to show you here in just a second, underneath the tripwire, there'll be a button where they have to put in their name and email to get started or to buy the $7. It serves just as well as a capture page, but you're not getting a bunch of tire kickers, you're not getting a bunch of people putting in fake information like a general capture page. Here they say, okay, I want to get whatever you're offering me, I'll put in my email first, and you know that's going to be a good email. Regardless if they pay $7, you're still getting the email, but 100% of your traffic is getting to the offer or the tripwire. Make sense? Okay, perfect. So let's jump on the computer. I'm gonna show you some tripwires. I'm gonna show you how this looks. All right, so here's some examples of the tripwires that we have in the system. Here's just 3 little examples. But as you notice here on my screen, it's a very simple page with a headline. There's a video which presents, in this particular example, it's, hey, here's why 90% of the people are failing to make money online. So I actually teach them why people fail. And I say, hey, to learn how to actually make money and to learn my formula, pay $7. To get started now, they have to put in their email address. So this serves as that opt-in that I explained, but 100% of your traffic will be going to this page instead of a capture page, and then you losing 70% of them. It's what we've found that works a lot better. It's the same strategy that's used in CPA networks time and time again. This way we know everybody at least gets to see the offer. So put in an email address, okay, and then it goes ahead and then it brings you to the checkout. It actually drops down, it looks like this. And then they go ahead and put it. It's a 3-step checkout process. We've tested this extensively. This usually works better. And then once they pay that, then it goes into the core offer presentation. So then it brings them to the video presentation. Another version of this is this page, a little similar, a little different checkout. And then there's the long form version, which is this one. Again, this is a tripwire. And this is just a long form version with some social proof and then the $7 checkout. So very easy, very simple, but these are the tripwires. This is what you and others will be promoting just to get that small win first, and then it brings them to the inside to actually get the formula, get the secret sauce as we call it. Now hopefully that gives you a better idea of what a tripwire is. That's your main purpose, is to send traffic, to get buyers, to get the small wins. That's why we built this. Now after that, they're going to go ahead and go over to what you just sold them for $7, which is the presentation, okay, which sells the iPass system for $47. We'll call this the core offer, okay? The core offer is what our system is made out of. It's what iPass is. That's what you're selling, the iPass system, for $47, meaning they can have their own business with all these key features and benefits and technology for $47. It's a no-brainer of no-brainer offers, because you just shared with them a secret. They came here and they saw this formula. They're like, wow, I could go out and do this, or better yet, I could use something that's already done and built and has products, and I don't have to do any of that tough stuff. So for $47, they pay that to get the iPass system. No-brainer offer, super easy, low cost, very simple. So let's jump on the computer. I'll show you that real quick. Okay, so when somebody pays $7, they want to access this formula or the secret. As soon as they pay for that, it brings them to the actual presentation page. So one version, it actually makes it look like our back office. So although these icons will not be present, it'll actually show them these 3 steps. So the first is the formula, the second is the 6-figure shortcuts, and the third is to get access to the system. So what'll happen is they'll pay $7, it'll bring them here, they'll watch this video, and then there'll be actually a buy button and so forth here. The reason we do it this way is we want to get them used to seeing like a back office. So when they pay $7, we want them to think, okay, I'm here, I'm back here. So when they go to buy other things, such as the upsell, which I'll explain here on the whiteboard in a minute, the upsell will actually be a very simple upgrade option. Because they already paid, they don't have to put their credit card in twice. They can just hit upgrade now and use the same card or put in a different card. So that is what happens after they pay for the $47 product under the formula, and then they can get access to the whole system. All right, so that is one version. The other version looks like this. This is a long form version. So they'll pay $7 and it'll bring them to this page where they'll be able to go watch this video. They'll be able to pay $47 by clicking this button. It just has some copy, more copy than the other version. And we'll test this extensively. Social proof, social proof. And then again, they can get the system in the black card right by going through this website, okay? And then it'll bring up the upsell as well right after they pay here. So it's just a different version. We'll have these 2 versions. One looks like they're in the back office. The other one is a separate page. Both serve the purpose of selling the system for $47 at that point. So they paid $7, we educate them and we over deliver value in that video. It's about 30 to 40 minutes. And then at the end it says, hey, you can go out and do this with your business. Take what we just taught you and use it with any product or service. Or if you don't want to do that, come use our pre-made system at iPass 2. It's only $47 today. We've got the products, the system, the websites, everything all done for you. It's only 47 bucks. It's the biggest no-brainer offer ever. For those of you that have been in the industry, a done-for-you solution is usually a very high converting option when it comes to website sales. Okay, so with that, let's jump back on the whiteboard and I'll explain this a little bit further. Now, as I just showed you the core offer, when somebody buys that, they're given a special offer, which we call an upsell. Just generally speaking, it's called an upsell. Okay, and this goes for $97. Okay, there's a video here. I just explained, and this is what we call six-figure shortcuts. Okay, and the reason we do this is because you got a buyer here, you got a buyer here. Now the logical thing is, hey, you got a good buyer, let's give them an easier, faster way to do what they want to do, and that's where we present them this, which is the $97 six-figure shortcuts. It's a great product. It puts some extra money in your pocket before they even get to the system. So it's just a last chance offer, but it's a very good offer. It complements what they're going to get anyway, so we stuck it in there, and you guys will see extra cash easily with that, okay? So as I just showed you, that's what that is. Now after that, that's when they go ahead and access the system. Okay, we'll just call this access. And by accessing the system, they're going to have to go through a series of videos just like you guys are. I believe it's 5 or 6 videos, and let's just say 1 through 5 videos. There's some information here, some information here. I'll show you this here in just a second. So they paid 7, they paid 47, maybe they bought the $97 upsell, but then they get access to the system where they have to go through an educational series of videos to learn about iPass. How is it going to work for them? Why does it work? What is so special? What are they going to be doing? So these 5 videos are a mandatory requirement before they can even access or turn on the system, or activate as we call it. So I'm going to jump on the computer and show you this. We call this our formula series, or the system series, I guess you could call it. But what this is going to do is prime them and prepare people for what is about to come, and that is getting their hands on the system and getting their profit maximizers, which is Empower Network. So we use education each way along the way, and we step up the prices at different points along the way as well. So the power of this is to get a buyer very, very quickly, so you're not converting at 1.5% like everybody else out there. And then you're selling a no-brainer system. You're giving you a chance to make some extra money and value your customer, create more value, okay? And then before they can even use the system, you're educating them on the different pieces that they're going to need. This serves a huge purpose, and I'm going to show you that here in just a second. All right, so once someone buys the $47 product, which is the system itself, the iPass 2 system, they're then given the ability to actually come into here. Now, none of these tabs up here will be available. It'll be grayed out or they'll disappear. The only thing that they'll be able to see is the formula video or tab. The formula tab is the video series that they must go through in order to activate the system. So they spent 47, they're going to go through these videos to activate them, and they can't just click on getting activated. They must finish each video. So the first one they start at is the introduction. This is where we introduce the system and welcome them, tell them to fill out their game plan, which is a survey that goes to the coach that helps them decide what's best for them. And then at any point in time, they can meet their coach or meet you if you're going to do your own coaching. You don't have to use our coaches, although we recommend that. And this is just a video that will is a bio about the coach and some information, their picture, etc. They can go ahead and schedule an appointment at any point in time, etc. So the first video is all about here's what to expect. And they can chat with their coach in real time, just like Facebook. There's this little box down on the bottom. Here's one of our programmers. I was testing it earlier. If he's on, which he shouldn't be, he's probably working, but we can say, hi, have a nice day, ... okay, etc., etc. So this is very familiar to people, and so that's why we built it this way, so it doesn't disrupt the video. So they can be watching us and learning about the system and talking to their coach as they do that, and vice versa. Their coach can actually prompt a chat discussion while they're doing it, because they can actually see what video they're on in real time. It's really cool. Okay, so once they finish the orientation, they have to actually check the box and hit next. That brings them to the formula video, and this is where we break down the system itself. Here's why this works. We talk about tripwires. We talk about the different offers and how this all comes together. Again, at the same time, they can send a message, schedule an appointment, or chat. and then they'll go ahead and check the box and hit continue or click next. The next one is vehicle and engine, and this is where we talk about iPaaS being the engine and the vehicle being Empower Network. Okay, so we definitely separate the two systems because they are separate. We're the front end, they're the back end, and that's where we introduce Empower Network. Okay, so go ahead and click next, and then that's where we talk about products and money in the third video. This is where we talk about the products that make up the profit maximizers or the Empower Network products. Mark does a great job talking about the compensation plan, and so it really gets people very, very excited to actually move forward and to activate the system. And actually, we've just made the adjustments from Empower Network. There'll be a button here that says get your starter kit here. In the third step is where they'll actually need to have a mandatory requirement to get the starter kit in order to activate the system. So step 3, there is a call to action here where there wasn't before to get their starter kit for $197. It's just like the key to the kingdom. They have to get the starter kit, okay? So, and I'll show you how that's going to reflect things in your business. But the third video is the first one that really gets them to buy something, to activate it, and that's where it'll have the button there. Then they'll click next, and that brings them to the next choice, and that's their profit maximizers. Okay, great. You've got the starter kit. Now it's time to really realize why you need these other products to make all this money. And so we show the value in that. It's a really powerful presentation, and they'll choose silver, gold, or black. Okay, so it's really, this is where, you know, obviously a lot of your money comes. There'll be a timer on this page based on the timers for black, etc., the 72-hour timer. So after that, then they'll just they'll go to get activated. They'll go ahead and put in their access ID and their API key, and once they do that, there'll obviously be a video here, and they can activate the system. So once they hit activate, these tabs now appear. Okay, so by hitting activate, what that does, it connects the two systems together, and now they have the front end and they have the back end all connected, and I'm going to show you how that looks right now. Okay. Okay, so now that you saw the pieces that someone has to go through, the video series that someone has to go through before they can buy their starter kit and before they buy their profit maximizers and even activates the whole system, okay? Before they do that, there is a series of emails that we built into the system that helps your conversions dramatically. So there's one right here. Now, when someone goes to your website, before they actually buy the tripwire for $7, we're going to give you a campaign code to load in your Get Response or Aweber campaign that drives people back to the $7 offer if they haven't bought it. It's only if they haven't bought it. Now, this is the only campaign that you'll be using on your end. Everything else we send out is on our system side end. So when somebody buys for $7, then we have another campaign that's built into our system that goes ahead and sends people back to the core offer. Meaning if they haven't spent the $47 to get iPaaS, we keep dripping through testimonials, through just some really well-written copied emails that will just get them to buy the system. And this will help conversions a lot. Now, after they buy this, we will also drip on them for the 6-figure shortcuts and the upsell to help bring some extra money into your pocket before the starter kit and before the Empower Network products are sold. Once they're on the inside, so once they're going through these videos, there's also a campaign and text messages that send them saying, get your starter kit. Okay, and then it says, get your profit maximizers. Okay, it reminds them that these are the things that they must do in order to turn on the system, to activate it, to turn everything on. And I'm going to show you that here and walk you through it in a second. It's really cool. This is the fun stuff. So we have these email series at each step along the way based on what they've bought that help them make a decision. Maybe they didn't buy it right away or they got busy, whatever. It will drive them back, and we will run those. So you'll have your own campaign if you want it, and then from there we'll handle it to be able to send the traffic. So all said and done, somebody goes through the tripwire, they get the core offer, maybe they buy the upsell or not, and then they get into the system to go through the formula, the series, the system series. This 5 videos will get them to turn on the system by buying the starter kit and getting their profit maximizer packages, and then from there they go ahead and activate. Okay, once they activate, they're ready to go. All they have to do is go through orientation. It's very, very easy, and they can start having fun with iPaaS and start driving people to their infamous tripwires. And we have several tripwire offers that we've built, and we'll continue to pump out more tripwire videos and sales pages, etc. So this is, in a nutshell, the core system. But what I want to do is just recap, just so you're very, very clear, before I show you what the inside looks like, where the money is. Okay, some of you are confused, where do I make all this money? So the first place, you've got the iPass side, iPass 2, and you've got the Empower Network side. Okay? The iPass 2, you make money on the $7 tripwire. Okay, now you make up to 70% on all our products. So depending on what level you're at, it'll be 70% or 50%. The $47 product, which is, we call that the core product. Again, you'll make 70% of that or 50%. The 97, which is the upsell, okay, you'll make 70 or 50% of that. So these are the products that you make money on with iPass. This is the front end. This is what gets you buyers. This is what creates that momentum in your business to be able to sell this, right? This is our back end product. So Empower Network has the starter kit, okay? You've got, and then we have our packages, silver, gold, and black. Okay, the starter kit goes for $197, and this is basically the blog, the inner circle. So you make $125 on that, includes the $19.95 affiliate fee, and then also gives them an offline package in the mail. Really cool stuff. So this is a mandatory requirement to be able to turn on our systems to get the starter kit. From there, they have a choice to get 1, 2, or 3 of one of these packages, silver, gold, or black. Each one holds a different product. This has the Costa Rica, this adds the 15K formula, and this adds the Masters. This does have the discounts built into it, so they have 72 hours to be able to get a discount. You guys, this is really cool because conversions are going to skyrocket from this type of psychology and system. So this is where you make money over here. Over here you make Empower Networks conversions and their commissions and their percentages based on their company. So we get the buyers, we create the interest to buy these products, and then from there we jump over and we create the user experience. Okay, UE, I call it. The user experience is what's going to create duplication, simplicity, fun, something that's interactive. Okay, I'm going to show you all of that now, but all of that, again, will drive people to keep taking action, because you got to think about it. If somebody joins today, and maybe they join silver or black or whatever, okay, maybe they just get the starter kit, whatever it is, and they go through orientation, we say, okay, send traffic or buy traffic or whatever to your tripwire, and they start making $7 sales within a week. Okay, it's super easy to make $7 sales. Okay, when they make a $7 sale, that's a win. They just won for maybe the first time in their online business history ever. That win, they will always keep paying a monthly fee. And so if that's your starter kit, you're making that $125 every month. Okay, it's going to keep people in action. It's going to keep them doing what they should be. And our system will then convert to the core, to the upsell, and then to the back end products. Okay, so let's jump on the computer. I'm going to show you the good stuff, the juicy stuff. I'm going to show you the user experience and how that works, and then I'll let you go on your way. So with that, let's jump on the computer one more time. Okay, so now that you have a better understanding of the funnel, or the front end, let's look at the back end. Let's look at what someone gets once they activate the system. The first place they go actually will be the setup wizard, and that's where they're going to go to the orientation. A lot of these videos haven't been put in here because we are waiting on Empower for some things, so the last thing we'll do is pop in the final videos and the last bit of copy in these pages. So the first thing they'll do is go to orientation, and they'll have to go through account profile setup, autoresponder setup, email lists, and then whether or not they want to use coaching. If they need help getting set up at any point in time, they can go ahead and click here to pay a service fee to get set up. If they don't want to do this, we have a service for that. They set up their account profile, their Gravatar, there'll be a video here as well, their autoresponders, their email lists, and then if they want to use coaching or not, they can choose, okay? And you do have to be an iPass Black member to use that. So that is the process a newbie goes through. It's very simple, super easy. The orientation will walk them through it step by step, and it'll actually always show at the top of the screen whether they're a silver, a gold, a black, or just a basic member, depending on what they've already purchased. So as you can see here, starter kit, silver, gold, or black. They can go ahead and click to upgrade at any point in time, just by looking at the top of the screen. Okay, so once they get in here and they go through orientation, it will always bring them to their dashboard. The dashboard is what's going to show them where everything's at. It's the fun stuff, okay? This is where they can get support, training, go to the community, go to the marketing section, they see their calendar, they can go to their update section. If they want to upgrade to black, they can go ahead and do that right here. We have testimonials where you can submit your testimonials. We have a video story contest right in here. So this is your main dashboard that you always see when you log in. It's also the spot where you'll see your stats. This is where you're going to be able to monitor every piece of your business. So as I showed you before, the different pieces that you make money on, this will show you in real time how things are going for you. So whether it's today, yesterday, this week, this month, whatever it is, if you have information in here, it will show it in the graphs and so forth. So when we just added the starter kit that Empower Network added, that it'll show how many starter kits that you're selling to. Pretty cool stuff. It'll show you how many clicks, how many leads you're getting, campaign sales, where your sales are converting, whether it's YouTube or Facebook. It'll show you what's working. It'll show you what percentage each offer is converting at, so how many starter kit percentages you're making, and then you can even put an income goal in here and say I want to make $10,000, and it'll show you where you're at on that goal just by using this cool little income gauge. All right, so this is your stats section. You have your calculator. This will actually, there's a little tutorial video here. There's you can upgrade to any package that you want. If you're on here, you can go ahead and choose the basic calculator, whatever plan that you're at, plug in your numbers that you're seeing or that you want to see, hit calculate, and this bad boy will give you a very accurate, extremely accurate representation of what you need to do and how long it's going to take you to get to your goal and exactly how many leads per day, per month, per week, everything. How many sales, all of that. Okay, so this is the calculator, and then we'll have the leaderboard. The leaderboard will show you where you're at amongst the other members, just an overall value, dollar value, tripwire sales, core offer. Starter kit will be in here in silver, gold, and black. And then the contests that we hold, we'll be holding very large cash prizes on a monthly basis, physical prizes, etc. will be in here. So to show you where you're at in this process, okay? Really cool stuff. You want to keep an eye on that. So that is the dashboard. There also will be a video center in here. Mark and I are going to be doing a show once a week, as well as we have a setup show. I think it's a Google Hangout once a week, and some other leaders are going to be pitching in on the video center. So there'll be lots of great content there. The setup wizard, I showed you that. We'll have the training center, which depending on what level you're at, you'll have different training. Pretty self-explanatory. We have our marketing center, which is where you'll get your pages. You'll have your member feed. So depending on however many new members you're getting per day, it'll show you where they're at. It'll show you your commissions in real time. I think it's updated on the hour. On just general commissions with the system. It'll show you your downline in the system. And it'll give you campaign stats. So depending on wherever you set up your campaign, if there's a tag at the end of your link, say it says YouTube, it'll show you what your stats are for those, okay? We have community resources. This is where you can have your team resources in here. Here's where we'll have the iPass 2 resources. We have a 20K club coming, the 100K club, and then you'll be able to customize your back office on this page. So there's some customization options here. And then the product section, very simple. You can actually see details of the different tripwires. You can view them or activate them accordingly. It's all right here. Okay, pretty easy, pretty self-explanatory. This over here, you can edit your profile at any time. So it's just you just go through here and edit the information. It's pretty easy. Who your sponsor is, all that kind of stuff. Support is back here. Your e-wallet, so how you get paid with iPass 2 is right here and connected. And then your notification center. So one thing that we noticed in iPass 1 is we were never able to stay in front of you enough. We were never able to edify your successes enough. And so the notification center will be always updated. And whenever you log in, you'll see a number depending on how many updates that you have. You can see them here, or you can go to the notification center, where it'll say, okay, here's the updates, here's what's happening in your business. You can actually go into your messenger, which is your chat. This is actually a chat section. And then your activity feed. Okay, so you can display new members, tripwire sales, 6-figure. You can actually see all the new people and what they bought based on these little icons and all this kind of cool stuff. We have date ranges you can choose. So it's very, very easy to see what's happening, when it's happening. On the update side, it's iPass 2 system. If you have your own team, you can have your own team updates in here, and then the 20K and the 100K club. Okay, so that is, in a nutshell, that is the user experience. But as you notice, it's very simple. Once you get set up and you go through the orientation, you just get your link. You'll be able to go to the marketing center and the training center to either order traffic through suggestions that we suggest, or you can just go ahead and use our training and do your own traffic. And then from there, you're just selling the tripwires. That tripwire is going to help sell the whole system, the whole shebang. That's your only and main focus, okay? Everything from there is just fun. You just go to your dashboard and you watch the stats page, you watch the charts and the numbers, and you see what your conversions are at, and then you go over to the calculator and say, okay, based on these numbers, I want to make $10,000 a month. So you go in here, I'm a black member, or if you're a gold member and you say, okay, I don't like how these numbers came out, you go up here and you say, I want to become an upgrade to a black member. Okay, so let's just say we're a black member. I pass black, there we go. It'll say, okay, we want to make $10,000 a month. We were paying 70 cents per click, and you just put in your conversion rates in here, and it spits out what you need to do. So based on what your dashboard says, okay, I need to do more of this, you just do more of that, okay? So it's really cool. And then you can just see where you stack up with everybody else and how close you are to winning some cool stuff. Okay, so that is, in a nutshell, the system. I wanted to give you a brief tour. I want to give you some ideas. In the next video that I send out to you, we're going to talk strategy. We're going to talk about how to really blow this thing out of the water when we get closer to launch here. So I want you guys to just kind of get familiar with it, and then once you obviously get your hands on it, you're going to get in here and just plug away and have fun with it. So again, there's nothing that I've ever seen in the industry like this. It's very, very unique and very, very simple because there's really one thing that a person does. They send traffic to their tripwire. That's all you need to be concerned about. Now, if you use our coaches and you're an iPass Black member, you're in an advantage because then you're going to have somebody to help explain everything on your behalf. If you decide to do your own coaching, we do have training. We do train you on how to do that. It's, you know, etc. So, but either way, you have a system that is really going to leverage your time a lot better. And I just can't wait until we see lots and lots and lots of wins, lots of $7 orders, because I know the 47, the 97, and the back-end products will follow. So with that, guys, I can't wait to get it in your hands. We're waiting patiently on some things from Empower, finishing up a few little things on our end, but we are close. We're rounding the corner. So hope you all had a great vacation, good holiday. We're here cranking, and stay tuned for the next video where we talk about some strategy, how to really blow this out of the water upon launch.
If you're still with me, I'm going to make this worth your while, because we haven't launched iPass 2 yet, and it's launching very soon. You can get the $7 tripwire, the $47 core product, and the $97 other product for absolutely free if you click the link below and create your iPass 2 account before we launch. Once we launch, you'll have to pay. But if you can do this before we launch, then you'll get in and you won't have to pay for those products, and you can get started right away. So click the link below, and I'll see you on the other side.